we all been seeing all these headlines of 50 and his son Marquise going back and forth. The whole thing about Marquise having a debate with Choke No Joke about $6,700 a month not being enough money. But recently, what I just saw is the Game jumped into it. Shout out to the Game. I fuck with the Game. I always loved his music, always loved his albums. But we see him jump into the mix, putting up like pictures trolling 50. A picture of 50 and his son, and a comment about that, the recent stuff that's going back and forth between 50 and Marquise. And they put up a picture of him and his son. The history of these two guys, we've seen it all unfold over 10, 15 years, it feels now at this point. It's like Game comes up on the G Unit. I'm not saying that he wasn't doing anything before G Unit, but he comes up on the G Unit, puts out that classic first album. Along the way, they have their fallout. There's the situation at Hot 97. People got shot in the mix of it. Go through all of that type of stuff. They get to a point where they land up in the same club at the same time, and they come towards each other and they shake hands. And the beef is kind of deaded at that moment. This is face to face, us shaking hands. We didn't said all this stuff on the internet, threaten each other, put each other down, took shots at each other, and we saw each other face to face and we shook hands. After that, for a time, this person over here and that person over here, when you hear them speak on the opposite side, there's decent things that are being said. It's cordial things that are being said. How did we get back to this point again? These two guys, man, I swear it's like a lifelong thing. But here's the main question that I have. We always have this code of no women, no children. You see a lot of men carry that code. And if not for nothing else, at least it's a street code, a very popular street code that's often said, no women, no children, right? Definitely no children. Think about the average gangster that says, yeah, I'll give you a pass if you with your kids. Seen you with your kids, so you owe me one. That was a Meek lyric. It's given a pass when the kids is there or involved. Scarface, classic scene. About to blow up the car. It's women and children in the car. Scarface was like, nah, I can't do this shit. That's not the code. We can't do that. We just want the main target, the main situation, the other gangster. Gangsters killing gangsters. You can't cry too hard over that because it's a lifestyle that both people are choosing. I'm choosing to be a street nigga. I'm choosing to be a gangbanger. Death, jail, that's what comes with these type of choices, right? So people's not going to cry too much over that. But the children and the women are considered innocent. So here's why I tie this all in to bring about my question. Are children off limits no matter what? And the no matter what comes from the fact that 50 Cent damn near, if not, disowned his son, right? 50 Cent's son is basically olive branching his father at this point. I'd trade this amount of money or child support for my father to be there, and let's have a face-to-face. It feels like he's kind of doubling back and trying to reach out and find a way where he can get in front of 50 and have some type of conversation, or maybe get back on his good side, or see if they can have some type of relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not shooting that down. I'm not saying that Marquise would be wrong for that. At the end of the day, I'd like to see every father and every son have a relationship, right? But it seems that 50 is kind of past it, at least right now. It seems that he's past it. He says things in interviews like, how long can you try to love something that doesn't love you back? His son was just getting harassed on the internet for his statements over the $6,700 a month. 50 joined in and trolled him. 50 is showing the world how he feels about his son. Once again, that doesn't mean that shouldn't or can't change. At the end of the day, that's your son. If them two come back around together, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Son and father. But the question becomes, even if 50 disowned his own son, does the rule still apply from Game's perspective? I got this long running beef with this guy. We back at it again. We're damn near tired of the 50 in the Game back and forth. We've been watching it for so long. Who still is enjoying it? Like, oh, yo, you see the new shot that Game took at 50 or 50 on his interview talk about Game? We don't care about it anymore. It's damn near getting lame. And I'm not saying that Game is lame for it. I'm not saying that 50 is lame for it. I'm saying overall in the public for this to continue with these type of shots. Like, I really wrote this song. No, I really wrote this song. It's been 10, 15, maybe longer than that years. It's getting lame at this point. But when kids get involved, and that's why I'm asking the question, is that really overstepping it as far as these type of shots that's being taken? Does that make it like an on-site situation again? Like, we're just tired of it. And yeah, I'm involved in some of that stuff that people would call out as well. I've seen that. And that's why I want to be fair, because there could be things that's happening that maybe us as the public, we're not aware about. Maybe there's something where Game is feeling, yo, 50 is blocking his money, or he did this to me behind the scenes, or he blackballed this over here for me and took food off my plate, and the public just doesn't know about it. So that's why I be taking shots. You never know. There'd be stuff like that happens. I want to be fair because I've been in situations like that. I might jump out on camera and start saying some things towards certain people, and people be like, why? I'm like, you don't know. You don't realize what these people continue to do. So there could be that element. But if that's not there, pure lame. I wish these two guys would just quit at this point.
So yeah, I mean, I will battle him. I reverse punches. Wait, you're a Claymore? I'm Achilles. I'm more clay. I'm
Step back from the throne. You less than poppin' second option. I ain't asked for you, Holmes. My other op can't travel. He ain't asked to be home. He got a C3POs. Now it's Attack of the Clones. What? What? He gonna fucking die! Close this shit! Close this shit!
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.